Hello folks, it's the Brickstorian, and welcome to a different kind of video than I normally do. Normally you'll see me on my stool, reviewing sets, talking about LEGO history, but it is a national holiday coming up, and I think we gotta prepare for how we're gonna celebrate it. So let's take a look over here onto my computer, and let's talk May the 4th, Star Wars Day, the biggest single day in any LEGO collector's year. It's nearly upon us. So let's talk about all the different deals, all the different promotions that are currently running, and hopefully this will help you in your May the 4th buying journey. So the first thing I want to talk about is the 4X points on LEGO Star Wars sets that are coming up. There's not a whole lot of them. The first option right here is the Venator class Republic Attack Cruiser, the UCS Venator. God, it's a beautiful set, and you're going to get 4 times points on it, which means, you know, baseline, if you're getting 4,225, that means you're getting, like, what, 4 times that? Over 16,000 Insiders points? That's kind of insane. You're going to get this Jango Fett Starship keychain, you're going to get the Kaminoan training facility, a gift with purchase, and you're going to get the Millennium Falcon. You're going to get all the gifts with purchase that currently exist. With the Venator. The other option here is the UCS X-Wing, same deal. Let's see, 4 times 1560. You know, that's what, 6,000 Insiders points, and you're also going to get all the gifts with purchase. Perfect. The last one I think is an interesting one. This is the TIE Fighter and X-Wing mashup set. This has got to just be because it's not selling well. I mean, 715 Insiders points, that's what, less than 4,000 points, and it's not a big set. It's just got to be desperation that they're trying to get rid of this set, which is fair. But you know, you can get the McDonald's Astromech droid, which is surely worth 4,000 VIP points. So the next category I want to look at right here are 2x Insider points. This is also a good deal, not quite as good a deal. You have the Dark Falcon, which is an incredible set. It's got some really unique minifigures. You've got the Darth Jar Jar, you've got Vacation Luke, you finally got Dark Rey, you got Jedi Vader, which is just an all-time great minifigure. A lot of play features. 1,350 Insiders points times 2. You're looking at what, 2,700 Insiders points? Just off getting this Dark Falcon, and you're also gonna get all the gifts with purchase, which is fine, which is great. I did just discover that I was looking at this website in Australian dollars because I saw that it was $400, and that is not at all the case. So here it is, $180. You're still gonna get all the gifts with purchase. So that's perfect. A couple other 2x Insiders point sets that you can pick up. This buildable character C-3PO pairs perfectly with the buildable character R2-D2 if that's something that you picked up last year. That came with the incredible Darth Malak minifigure. It also pairs really well supposedly with the upcoming Chopper set, which I'm very excited to get my hands on. You have the AT-AT driver helmet set, goes great. Oh, here's that R2-D2 that goes with the C-3PO. Coruscant Guard gunship, if you haven't already picked up one of these before now, it has some flaws. Some of the minifigures aren't perfect. The scale is scaled down. It's not just a classic gunship, but it is a pretty incredible set, and I would highly recommend it. Home One Star Cruiser, if you're a fan of the midi scale sets. The Ghost in Phantom 2, that one, if you haven't picked up, is almost perfect. I have pretty much no notes about the Ghost in Phantom 2, except actually maybe the Jason Syndulla not having the right hair color. But you know what? Who cares about Jason Syndulla? Honestly, it's whatever. The Acclamator class assault ship goes great in the midi scale collection. Ahsoka's Duel on Peridia. Definitely a great set for the figures. If you didn't pick it up last year, I think that is absolutely a perfect buy for 2x points. The Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout Speeder set. I know that the Imperial Dropship build has gotten some flack since it came out, but you get the 25th anniversary R2KT minifigure. I've seen so many people talking about how wonderful this Rebel Scout Speeder is, and you also just get Rebel Troopers for the first time in what feels like forever. Jedi Bob Starfighter was one of my favorite sets of 2024. You get the incredible aged Jedi Bob figure. You get an Akbar Trooper, which is fine. And you get one of the best Jedi Delta class starships that they've ever made. Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator, some great figures. This weird nose bridge that I know a lot of people have been talking about. But overall, just great to have another one of those sets on shelves. And hey, for 2x Insiders points, you may as well. Other ones that stand out to me here, the Captain Rex Y-Wing Microfighter. I mean, two times points isn't going to be a whole lot. You're only getting 84 Insiders points, so that's, what, 168 Insiders points? You're not going to get a whole lot, but it's better than just getting 1x, if that's the set that you were already looking at getting. Ambush on Mandalore, Paz Vizsla and Moff Gideon, these two sets go hand in hand. I am noticing a bunch of these are on back order, so you might not... I think you still get the VIP points, even if they are on back order, which is good, but you might also have better luck going to your local LEGO store. Mandalorian helmet will go great now with the new Jango Fett's helmet that's coming out. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Clone Trooper and Battle Droid Battle Pack is just one of the best sets that's on store shelves right now. I kind of have no notes for it. Great to get this new Super Battle Droid that I didn't feel like didn't get enough coverage. And all the keychains. 2 times points on keychains. Why not? Stuffed animals. 2 times points on stuffed animals. Why not? Looks like pretty much everything LEGO Star Wars these days is at least 2 times Insiders points, so that's perfect. Now let's talk about sales. The sets that are on sale, not a whole lot, and you do have to be a LEGO Insider. Although if you're not a LEGO Insider, what are you doing? It's free. Just do it. So looking like the Razor Crest, the UCS Razor Crest, which is just a phenomenal set. You're getting that for $480, which is like well over $100 off. So, I mean, if you were looking to get that set, I think it's retiring soon. Gosh, you may want to get on that. ATTE Walker is another set. I know that there was a little bit controversial with the clone helmet holes and the spider droid that came in the set, but honestly, for, you know, $20 off, there's never been a better time. And the Mos Espa Pod Race diorama for $67.99, $68. You're starting to get a little bit better. $80 was a lot. It was very steep for such a small set. But I think, you know, $68, it's not perfect, but it's better. Next, we're going to go over gifts with purchase. We kind of touched on those a little bit earlier with some of these bigger sets, but you're looking at this Jango Fett's Starship keychain, you're looking at the Kaminoan training facility, and you're looking at the Millennium Falcon mini build. And then one of these that's super interesting to me is the Kaminoan training facility. I think you're getting these 3 clone troopers, which are super cool to finally get a figure of, especially that arm patch looks great. You're looking to build a Domino squad, this is going to be the perfect set for you. You do have to meet a purchase value of $160 US or more, but honestly, if you're looking like I am to spend all of your LEGO Star Wars money on this one day, you're not going to have a problem with that. So next I want to talk about new sets that are coming out just for May the 4th. You've got, of course, Jango Fett's Fire Spray class Starship. Already on back order. A UCS set that's already on back order. It's $300. The Jango Fett is just about perfect. The Boba Fett has weird hair. I've seen a lot of the discourse over the minifigures on this set be about Boba Fett's hair here, but the shaping of the ship, the scale of it, it's just an incredible looking set for $300. If you're an insider, this set is already available on May 1st. If you are not an insider, you will have to wait until May 4th, but like I said, come on, it's free, go be an insider. A little Mandalorian Warriors book, great. Brick Built Star Wars logo. This set, I've been seeing mixed things about. When it was first revealed, people absolutely despised it, but now I'm seeing a lot of the discourse being a lot more favorable towards this set. It goes great on a wall. I'm thinking, you know, put some sort of backdrop right here, right? I think we could make that work. It's just you know, it's got this little diorama in here. It's just a sweet looking adult collectible set, I suppose. $60 is a little steep. That is a little bit much. But hey, if you're working to try to get to that $160 price point and you just, for whatever reason, can't find enough things, you can always put it towards that. Next up is Chopper. This one is a day one buy for me. Available now, I'm gonna go buy it right when I finish filming this video. It scales perfectly with the R2-D2 from last year, the C-3PO from last year, and Chopper is my favorite war criminal. So I've been waiting for this set for, I cannot tell you how long. I'm so excited. $100, maybe a bit much. You can't put a price on war crimes. Kylo Ren helmet. Great that they're bringing back the helmets. We see that down here again with the Jango Fett helmet. This one I'm also in love with, absolutely. $70, $70 both. You can get those and they go great with your AT-AT helmet from earlier this year if you pick that up. Kylo Ren's command shuttle. I don't know, man. For $70, a midi-scale ship. It's smaller than all the other. I mean, look how small that is. Look at that. That's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, 6, 7-ish, 7 or 8-ish studs wide here. You've got these giant wings. Technically, it's the most accurate version of this set that there's ever been. But that's not saying much given that the first one was the wrong color. I don't know. $70. I would avoid this one, personally. I'd wait for that one to go on sale. Revenge of the Sith brickheads. They all look great. I don't really like brickheads, if I'm being totally honest, but if you do, they're great. K2SO security droid. I have questions about this one. I want to see how it scales with the C-3PO. I want to see how it scales with the other buildable figures that are currently on the market, because it looks really, really cool. I think these eyes, the way they did them with the little Technic pins, looks so much better than C-3PO's eyes. He's so spindly. He's so perfect. It comes with the K2SO minifigure that's also in the Imperial U-Wing that just came out. We'll talk about that in a minute. Looks like it's not available till August 1st. So I guess not relevant for May the 4th, but certainly something to look forward to. Advent calendar just recently got announced. It looks fine. Here's the Rebel U-Wing starfighter that I was just talking about. A downscale certainly from previous ones, but you have this K2SO minifigure, which is almost perfect, if not an upgrade from the original that is no longer available on store shelves. You have Cassian Andor, you have Daedra, and you have this Imperial... What's he called? Imperial something. ISB Tactical Agent, which we haven't seen yet in the show as of time of recording. So we'll see how they are, but based off the trailer, he looks perfect. At $70, I think that this is a pretty good deal, actually. The last Andor set came out way before the show came out, and so nobody really bought it. And then after the show came out and everybody absolutely fell in love with Andor, it suddenly skyrocketed in price. So if you like Andor, if you like Rogue One, if you are looking for a U-Wing starfighter that hasn't been available since Rogue One first came out, I would pick this up as soon as possible. Maybe wait for a sale if you're really concerned about the price, but a great set. And last but not least, I want to talk about sets that I'm likely going to be picking up. This is my Star Wars / May the 4th wish list that I create every year that goes through all the different Star Wars sets that I'm at least interested in. Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor came out last year. A good looking set. I really want that Ahsoka minifigure, but gosh, at $45, I'm waiting for it. I was really hoping it would be on sale this year, and it is not, unfortunately, which is rough. So probably not a pickup for May 4th this year. Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout Speeder, also $40. That's a lot of money for this glorified battle pack. Then again, it is 2 battle packs in one, and it comes with the 25th anniversary. It is a set that I want, but I just don't think I can prioritize it for May the 4th. Listen guys, I just pre-ordered a Nintendo Switch 2, so I am not rolling in cash at the moment. We're gonna make do with what we got. We're gonna prioritize. Next up, Ahsoka's Duel on Peridia. This one is for me. I really want the Thrawn minifigure, I want the Ahsoka, I want the Ezra, I want the Night Trooper. It's just for the figures, really, honestly, but I do love a little display stand for them. And, you know, if you go and pick up the other Death Trooper and Night Trooper battle pack that's coming out soon, you'll be able to fill this out a little bit better. I wish it had Captain Enoch in it, but c'est la vie. Paz Vizsla and Moff Gideon battle, I want it because I like the Mandalorian, and I know this Paz Vizsla figure is slightly different. The Moff Gideon figure is slightly different than ones we've gotten before. It would work really well in a diorama mock like my Clone Wars one. Just using some of this terrain, I want to see some of the techniques that they have, but ultimately, again, not a priority for me. Creative Play Droid Builder. I like this set more than other people do. The only problem is I was going to buy it for Chopper. So that aged poorly. The Bark Speeder Escape would be good to get the Keller and Beck minifigure. Would be always good to get more Clone Troopers. But at $30, again, not going to be a priority. I think I'm going to mainly focus on getting some bigger sets this May 4th. The Dark Falcon is probably going to be one of those sets. I've been looking at this set. I didn't buy it last year because I couldn't justify the price tag. But it is just a set that I have to have at some point. All of the minifigures are so collectible. The set is so unique. I love the idea of it. Arc 170 is also probably going to be a buy right out of the starting gate for me, if I'm being totally honest. I know it's downscaled. I know people kind of aren't a big fan of it compared to the previous versions, but I never had one of the previous versions, and the Arc 170 is one of my favorite ships in all of Star Wars, so I absolutely just need it. That's going right on my Clone Wars display. Boarding the Tantive 4. I think everybody has this set already. I never ended up getting it because I really only want it for the ARC Trooper 5's minifigure, and honestly, I can buy him for less than $54. Then again, if I get the set, I'm getting all these extra pieces, I'm getting all the extra minifigures, but I don't really need Darth Vaders, I don't really need Clone Troopers, so I might as well just save the money and just get ARC Trooper 5's on his own to round out my 25th anniversary collection. Chopper, also probably going to be a day one buy for me. I just got a new bookshelf in my living room, and I want to put that R2-D2 on Chopper and BD1 all right next to each other on top of it. I think they're going to look great together. And the Jango Fett helmet. Jango Fett has always been my favorite Mandalorian. I love all the love that he's getting this year. I thought about getting the UCS Jango Fett Starfighter, but I also know apparently there's a Playscale version that's coming out later this year. I'm just gonna get that. Honestly, it'll go right next to my Playscale Boba Fett's starship that I got from the Mandalorian wave, and that will be fine. And I think that's gonna do it, guys. I think that's gonna do it for my coverage of the May the 4th Be With You promotional sets this year. We've got the 4X Insider Points, we've got the 2X Insider Points, we've got sales, we've got gifts with purchase. They're all super cool. Go check them out. Let me know in the comments what you're going to be buying this year, and check in a little bit later and we'll see which ones of these I ended up buying. Maybe we'll get a chance to build them together. For now, thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you guys later.